Hey guys, it's Courtney with Leviathan Snakes, and we have a really exciting video for you today. We recently hatched out our first 2 Nyala clown clutches, and the results were incredible. We have 2 surprises for you, and one we're gonna save for later, but the first, we just couldn't wait. We hit the first Super Nyala clown.
The Niala project was founded in 2013 by Wally and Rozzy of BPM Reptiles. They are based in South Africa, and they actually have founded a couple other genes as well that are super cool. So they have founded the Niala project, they have founded the Furrow project, and they founded the Striker project. All of these genes look amazing.
Our first introduction to the Nyala gene was in early 2022. I believe Billy from Mutation Creation had shared a snake pick of the week, and it featured a banana Nyala yellow bellied clown that Wally from BPM Reptiles had produced and had shared on Instagram. And the snake was stunning. It had the most vibrant colors. It was the most vibrant banana clown I had ever seen, with just the most intense lavenders, such bright yellows and oranges, and we had to have it.
The problem was, at the time, there was nothing that was available in the States. Or there was almost nothing that was available in the States. There were 2 Niala females that were available, and they were a Niala spider het clown female and a Niala Mojave spider het clown female.
They were both subadults. They were about 1,000 grams, which was awesome for us because it meant that they weren't far from being breeder size. They were both het clown, which is what we wanted. We wanted to work it into clown, and we wanted to get it into clown as quickly as possible, and them already carrying clown was fantastic. So we immediately bought those girls, and a few months later, Wally reached out to us. It was either Wally or the folks over at Bushveld let us know that they would be importing some more snakes in the next couple months, and the import included 3 visual Nyala clowns, and they went ahead and gave us the option to put one on hold, pick it up once it came into the United States. And again, we jumped on that. We do an unboxing on YouTube and show him off. So a lot of people who are starting to get into the project here in the US saw that we now had this male and gave us a ton of positive feedback, let us know that how excited they were for the project, how they're looking forward to getting it into their own collections. Just a ton of support and excitement from people who watched that video.
Kind of moving out of the Niala project overall and how we got into it, we want to start talking about these pairings. So the first clutch that we want to talk about, it was a fire disco clown, his name's Vinny, paired to the Niala Mojave spider het clown female. And from this, we made some awesome Niala animals, but we actually only got 1 Niala clown animal, and it's a Niala fire/disco, since we're not exactly sure which one, clown male, and this clutch actually ended up being really male heavy. So we had some absolutely super cool other Niala combos from here. The one that I really like from this clutch, besides our visual clown boy, his name's Nikoro, is the Niala Mojave fire/disco het clown, and I'm pretty sure that she's the only female in this clutch. There might be one other one. I'd have to ask Courtney, because she is the one who does all of the sexing of the snakes, because I'm not very good at it.
When we were deciding on the pairings, Steven wasn't as interested in pairing the Nyala clown male to the Nyala spider het clown female, because as far as we knew, a Super Nyala was an all-black snake, and a Super Nyala clown was also an all-black snake. So how would we know if we got that all-black snake whether they carried the homozygous or heterozygous form of clown?
So Super Niala looks like a Suma. It looks like a Super Mahogany. It's all black,
Which I think is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is cool. But we wouldn't know if they're clowns or any of the other genes.
Yeah, but it might be a cool holdback if we tested the sheds.
True. Oh, I forgot about that. That is an interesting idea. I think that we should do that.
RGI, our good friends at RGI, had just released the option to send in your sheds, and clown was on that list of shed tests. Seriously, when we made this decision, that had just become available, and it completely changed our breeding plans, because I don't think I would have convinced Steven to do this pairing had that not been an option. And it was a really fun pairing, so I'm really glad that that worked out.
huge shout out to RGI because they are revolutionizing the entire reptile industry. They've given us the ability to test pos het animals to see if they actually are heterozygous, and it saves us years and years and years of growing up animals, breeding them, getting a clutch, incubating the clutch, waiting for the clutch to hatch out, and then finding out that the animal wasn't carrying the gene that we wanted to begin with. It saves us so much time. It is incredible. It makes projects progress faster, and even beyond like saving time on not growing up animals that didn't have the genes we were looking for, it lets you better pinpoint and use your animals because you know exactly what they're carrying. You can get genetic testing through RGI, through either MorphMarket or through Clutch. We're gonna put links down below so that way you can check them out, but definitely support them. They're doing absolutely amazing things for the hobby.
Oh yeah, because we'll just test it. We'll test it. They'll tell us if they'll all be heterozygous at least, but they'll tell us if it's homozygous.
So we ended up pairing Meru to Spice, and we got an amazing 7-egg clutch. All of the eggs were awesome. They had great veins. We incubated them. Every single one hatched. But when they hatched, we were actually out at Daytona, so we come back and they had all pipped out. None of them had gotten out of the egg at that point, but they had pipped out, and we were freaking stoked. As soon as we saw those heads, we knew that there was some wild stuff going on with this clutch.
Nyala clowns have really blushed out heads, so we already see some really blushed out clown heads, and we also see some really dark heads that like let us know that we've probably hit the super version of the Nyala.
From this clutch, we had 7 eggs, and the very first ones that I want to talk about is that we hit 3 super Nyalas.
We expected pitch black snakes, and these are not pitch black snakes. All of them have a dorsal stripe, like a pretty clear dorsal stripe, and 2 of them have like the clown alien heads on the side, just completely blown out and pixelated.
We immediately could tell that 2 of them were clowns. We could visually tell, and they are absolutely wild, super, super cool. Their pattern is so blown up and pixelated. They have this really cool dorsal stripe going down their back. They have this awesome, cool destruction kind of going on with them, and they look absolutely amazing. And then when you go to the Super Nyala het clown, you can actually see how it almost retains the dorsal stripe better. There's not quite as much destruction going on, and you get the eye stripes on the head stamp, where with the clown version, the whole head stamp is just gone because Nyala blushes out the head so much. So the Super Nyala version is just wild. We are super, super excited about these because we had never seen animals that were produced that looked like this before.
Immediately we ID the first 2 as Super Nyala clowns, right? Because what other genes are in there? And the last one we ID as a Super Nyala het clown.
We also hit what we thought at the time was a Nyala het clown. But this animal is beautiful. It's actually really, really busy compared to other single gene Nyalas that were on MorphMarket and that Wally and Rozzy had posted before. And in addition to being much busier, it was also much, much brighter than other Nyalas because the other Nyalas, single genes, look kind of like mahoganies, and this wasn't really like mahogany.
There is what should be a Nyala het clown because it's not a normal, it's not a spider, and it's not a visual clown. So there's nothing else it can be, right? But it doesn't look anything like a Nyala, a single gene Nyala. It is just a different snake altogether, and we have no idea what it is. The more we thought about it, the more it bugged us. And I'm talking, we were texting our friend Bree at Smoky Mountain Balls. We were texting our friend Sean over at MorphLab. We sent videos and pictures to Wally and Rozzy. But I'm talking like we were texting everyone who we knew that knew about Nyala. And we were like, what is going on with this clutch?
We've been sending Wally pictures of this clutch all day, and he's asked for more pictures of Mom, specifically of her head, and just sent us the coolest message. He says that in his opinion, sorry, I lost it. In his opinion, Mom is a Nyala furrow spider het clown. He's saying that this girl is a Nyala furrow het clown.
Just absolutely blew me away. I was so excited. Furrow is not a gene that we have, and it wasn't one we were ready to get just because it just isn't that big here yet. We eventually wanted Striker and Furrow, but we went all in on Nyala, and that's what we had. So Steven is at the doctor's office at this point, and I try to call him. He just hangs up on me and says, I'm talking to the doctor, I gotta go. So he doesn't even know yet. I'm already texting, like texting it to him when our friend Sean at MorphLab sends me a picture of Wally's Nyala furrow het clown, or just Nyala furrow animal, and it basically compares it to our Nyala furrow het clown. And before I even had the chance to tell him, sends me that picture and goes, I think I know, what's going on. I could be wrong, but this is the closest thing I've found to what you showed me. And to me, that was confirmation. Like, Wally already thought it, and completely unrelated, Sean figured it out as well. So I was all for it. It was so exciting to be able to tell Steven when he got back, because again, he hadn't gotten a chance to read all that. And I just lost my mind. I was so excited because I wanted furrow bad, and I knew it was something we weren't going to be getting into for another year or two.
So at this point, we found out that not only had we hit Super Niala clowns, we had also hit furrow Niala combos. And we didn't even know that we had furrow, and that furrow was in Spice. The Niala spider het clown female actually was Niala furrow spider het clown female. And we were so freaking excited about this. But just because this one animal, the Niala furrow het clown, looked amazing, that wasn't all. We also hit 2 clown combos that weren't super Nialas, but did carry Niala, and they also carried furrow, and these babies are my favorite from this clutch. These might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, animals that we have produced this whole season. Their pattern looks incredible. It's so busy. There's great contrast. I love the flames that are coming up. The richness of the colors just make these animals look absolutely amazing. I love the Niala furrow clowns. They are incredible.
To have not only got furrow, surprise furrow, but to have gotten visual Niala furrow clowns on our first shot with it, blown away, so excited. I don't know that just a single, well, not single gene, but I don't know that a Niala furrow clown without any other genes has been produced before. I just haven't seen it yet. Again, it's not that easy to just look on MorphMarket like you would other combos, because you kind of have to dig through people's Instagram feeds. The Super Niala clown stuff, we're pretty sure we hit some world's firsts. Again, we'd love to know what you guys have seen, what you guys have produced with the gene, because we want to understand it a little better. We still don't know what's going on with these Super Nialas that we were expecting to be unblemished all black snakes. The one that we don't believe is a visual clown, it still has that really strong dorsal stripe. So we don't know what's going on there. We don't know if those animals also have furrow in them. But we're gonna start showing off some beautiful snakes. So I hope you guys enjoy that.
We hope you guys enjoy. If you did like the video, definitely leave that comment down below, definitely subscribe, and we will see you next week.